All right, let's just jump right in. I want you to picture this. It's the middle of the night, the house is dead silent, and then you hear it, a tiny little laugh coming from the crib. And it's not a cry, right, or a fuss, it's a real giggle. It's one of those moments that's half incredibly sweet, and let's be honest, half completely weird. So, what is actually going on in there? Well, the answer is way cooler than you probably think. So, no, it's not a ghost checking in on your baby. The real story is so much more fascinating. That little laugh isn't random. It is, and I mean this literally, the sound of a human brain being built from the ground up. Okay, so to really get this, we have to throw out everything we think we know about our own sleep. Because baby sleep, it's a whole different ballgame. They don't just power down for the night like we do. Their sleep is built for one purpose: massive, rapid growth. And check this out. This is where it gets really wild. We adults, we spend maybe 20–25% of our night in that deep, dreaming REM sleep. But a newborn, they spend a whopping 50% of their sleep time in something called active sleep. 50%. That is half the night that their little brain is just buzzing with activity. And that is the key to this whole thing. Active sleep is basically the command center for a newborn's development. While their body is mostly resting, their brain is firing on all cylinders. It's processing, making connections, running tests. It's a 24/7 construction site up there. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You see those little eyelids flickering, a quick smile, maybe a little frown. Their hands and feet do that little twitchy thing, and they make all those little grunts and gurgles. Your first thought might be, oh, they're waking up. But nope, that's just the show. That's the physical evidence of active sleep in action. So what is the brain actually doing on this night shift that makes a laugh pop out? Well, this is where the difference between our sleep and their sleep gets really, really clear. You see, when we're in REM sleep, our brain hits a kind of off switch for our major muscles. It's a safety feature, really, to stop us from trying to act out our dreams. A baby's developing brain, that off switch isn't fully installed yet. So all that electrical energy buzzing around can just spill over. It leaks out into these little involuntary movements and sounds. And sometimes that sound is a giggle. This is probably my favorite way to think about it. It's not that they're dreaming about something funny. It's more like their brain is just running a system check. It's sending a little test signal to the smile muscles. Yep, those work. A little ping to the vocal cords. Okay, we've got sound. It's a hardware test for being a person. And while it's running these tests, the brain is multitasking like you wouldn't believe. It's replaying data from the day, the sound of your voice, the feel of a blanket. It's building thousands of new connections. And maybe most importantly, it's practicing. Those little reflexive smiles are like weightlifting for the very muscles they'll need later to give you a real intentional smile. And this is where it all comes together. That little twitchy, reflexive laugh you hear at 3 a.m., that's not just some cute quirk. It is the beginning, the absolute ground floor of social connection. You can actually watch this unfold over time. For the first couple of months, it's all practice runs during sleep. Then, one day, around 2 months, bam, you get it. The first real social smile, when they're wide awake and looking right at you. It is pure magic. And by 4 months or so, you get the grand prize, that big, intentional belly laugh when you're playing with them. So just think of it that way. Every little giggle in the crib is a dress rehearsal. The brain is practicing the super complex coordination of face muscles, breathing, and sound that it takes to pull off a real social laugh. It's laying the foundation for communication. But okay, let's be real. As a parent, you hear any weird noise from the crib and your brain immediately jumps to, is that normal? So let's just tackle that concern head on. Is this okay? The answer in almost every single case is a huge yes. It is absolutely 100% normal. In fact, it's even better than normal. It's a fantastic sign. It means their brain is busy, it's healthy, and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Now, we do have to mention this, but please know it is incredibly rare. There's a type of seizure that involves laughter, but it looks and sounds totally different. A normal sleep laugh is short, sounds sweet, and the baby stays asleep. The other kind sounds, well, kind of hollow and robotic. It lasts a lot longer, and it usually wakes the baby up, leaving them looking scared or confused. So here's the bottom line. If the laugh is weirdly rhythmic, happens over and over, always wakes them up, or comes with any body stiffening, then yeah, talk to your pediatrician. But that sweet little chuckle you hear in the dark, don't worry, that's just the sound of development. So let's pull all this together. The next time you're awake at 3 a.m. and you hear that little sound, try not to see it as a mystery. I want you to reframe it. See it for the absolute miracle that it is. Because you aren't just hearing a weird noise, you are literally witnessing a consciousness boot up. In that moment, you're getting a peek behind the curtain as a brain runs diagnostics, maps its entire world, and practices being a person. It is the greatest show on earth, and you've got a front row seat. That sleepy laugh is just the tip of the iceberg. It's the one tiny, audible part of this huge, invisible process that you can actually hear. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? If a simple laugh is this complex and this meaningful, just imagine all the other wonders being built in the quiet of the nursery while your baby sleeps.